Hello. Hello, I think we're live. Hang on. That better? Let's turn that light up. Hello. I'm pretty sure I'm live. I'm using some new software tonight after the problems last week with that dodgy stream that we had. So I've got some new software. It's a little bit more complicated than using Google Hangouts. But, yeah, so I'm a little bit late. Hopefully I'm online. Let me see if I can find the chat. Hey, Peter. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, RC and Tech. Straight in with a question there. I see. How can I get traffic? I'll come back to that in a second. Let me just check that everything's working. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let's get that out the way first. Okay, RC, you're very keen. We can talk about traffic all night in a second. Hello, Max Video Game. Hello, Charles. Hello, Rudy. Hello, David. You're all waiting for me last night. Yeah, I did put up on Facebook that it was going to be moved because it was Valentine's Day yesterday. And I thought you'd all have better things to do than spend the evening with me. But obviously not. So sorry about that, yeah. So yeah, I'm using some new software today. Hopefully the stream is of a better quality. Do I look better? I'm not so blocky today. We're going out at 1080p today rather than the usual 720. But anyway, let's get on with some questions. I can see that RC and Tech very keen to talk about traffic. So let's talk about traffic. So with an affiliate site, you've got a number of options when it comes to traffic. But they all revolve around creating some good content. So once you've got your products on, if you're using a WooZone site, you need to start adding some good content. That could be reviews, could be how-tos, lists, comparison tables, that kind of thing. Basically information and stuff that's going to help people make a purchase of the products that you're promoting. Once you've got that content, you can start to push it out to things like social media, Facebook, Twitter, that kind of thing. That will bring you in some traffic. You can run some paid ads. If you're going to run paid ads, I'd run them through your social media, so maybe building up Facebook likes, something like that. You can get some traffic via SEO, so make sure that you've optimized your site. I've got a number of videos on how to do that, but basically if you've got WordPress, you use the Yoast SEO plugin, go through, optimize all your content, submit a Google sitemap, and depending on the niche, that may be enough to start getting you a little bit of traffic. You're going to want to start building some links up to your site. You can do this by adding links to your social media profiles, by going on to question and answer sites and providing some good value in terms of good answers. And there may be an opportunity then to include a link. Same applies to forums. You can head over to forums, get involved in the discussion over there. Once you get to a certain level on most forums, you can add a link to your signature. And obviously, depending on the topic of conversation, if you go to relevant forums, you might be able to get involved in discussions, and there might be opportunity to link to some of that content that you could produce. So there's a few ideas for some traffic off the top of my head. Do all that and you will start getting some traffic. Hello everyone, it's good to see you all. Well, see you all in the chat anyway. I'm getting an error here on the stream. Am I getting a bit blocky? David's made a good point. So I've had a lot of questions over the last week or so with people that have updated to the latest version of WooCommerce. And what happens, one of the things that it breaks is the pagination. I can't remember how you pronounce it. But basically those numbers that appear along the bottom when you're in a category or on the shop that allow people to go through different pages of products. Yeah, they stop working if you update to the latest version of WooZone. And as David has said in the chat there, AA team are aware of it and they're working on a fix. So in the next version of Kingdom, it should be fixed. However, it brings me back to updates. And in fact, I'm going to do a video on updates and the best way to approach them. But basically, you don't want to jump in with updates, especially WooCommerce updates. WooCommerce is particularly troublesome when it comes to breaking stuff when you update. So if you're running Kingdom and if you're running WooZone, and obviously you're running WooCommerce, if a WooCommerce update comes out, just wait until Kingdom gets updated. Wait until WooZone gets updated. Yes, in an ideal world, AA team would be ahead of the curve and make sure that their stuff is ready for when a new WooCommerce update comes out, but it doesn't work like that. It doesn't seem to. So in general, when it comes to WordPress updates, I always wait a little while. As soon as I see an update, I leave it. Unless it's like a real critical security update, then maybe I would run it. But other than that, it's worth waiting so that you give the developers time to update their themes and plugins. That makes sense. Okay, I'm just going to check the settings on my stream. It says there's a problem, but a lot of you are saying that it's okay. Let me just have a look at my settings. Stream output audio. It says something about a keyframe or something. I don't know what that means. Just tell me if it gets bad quality and I'll see what I can do, which probably won't be a lot. Bit blurry on the right hand side. Is it? Ah. Yeah, I think that could just be a bit of smudge. Hang on. Let me just get that smudge off. Yeah, it's a big fingerprint. Better? I think so. Hello, happy training guy. Hello, Marcos. Hello, Big Kebab. Good to see you again, Ian. Your moderator, as usual. Thanks. Keep an eye out for any of those trolls. Now, I haven't tested out the screen sharing on this bit of software, so if we're going to do any site reviews, you might have to give me a minute to try and get that working. And when it comes to site reviews, I just want to put a warning out before we do any. Before you post your site in the chat, just double check and just think that is that what you want to do. Because Doug, if you've seen any of Doug's stuff, which I know a lot of you had, he does not like sharing sites. He thinks it's a bit risky and people could take your niche and your ideas and that stuff. So I just want to put that out there before you maybe think about sharing your site with everyone. Mohammed says, I'm having trouble loading with WooZone loading 300 ASINs. It shows 230 ASINs have been imported already. What happens? Does it get stuck or does it just not import them? You might want to check your settings. Are they all Amazon products? Because if you're set just to import from Amazon and some of those products are from third-party merchants, they might not come in. Hi, Rudy, first timer. Good to have you on. RC Tech. Another question is, buying a template worth it on WordPress, and do I need the products that I'm reviewing? That's two questions. The first one, yeah, I think it's always worth to buy a premium theme. I think they're much better quality. You get support, you get updates, you get a lot more functionality, more features. They look better. I always use premium themes. They're definitely worth the money, providing you get a good one. Second question, do you need the products that I'm reviewing? You know, in an ideal world, you would get all the products and you'd make fantastic content. You'd do videos, you'd do articles, and, you know, have the product in front of you. But of course, that's not always practical, especially if you're starting out on a budget. So if you haven't got access to the products, then you need to kind of find out about it using the internet. So go over to YouTube, watch some videos. You could even include those videos in your content if you wanted to by using the embed code from YouTube. Read the reviews on Amazon, read other reviews around the web, and just kind of bring all that information together and then regurgitate it and rewrite it into your own review. And by doing that, you should be able to learn enough about the product, what people like about it, what people don't like about it, for you to actually create a fairly interesting and useful review. And he says, what happened yesterday, sexy? It was Valentine's Day, as I already said, so I rescheduled. Carl says, I've just stopped the ironing to watch. Thanks for the excuse. Carl. Life is too short for ironing. I haven't ironed anything for a long time. I guess if you're wearing shirts, then maybe. But you can always wear a jacket. Hello, Affiliate Marketing MC. It's going good. Good to see you. Bye, Max Video Game. That was short and sweet. Carl says, will a dedicated server improve speed over a shared server, and is it worth the money? Not for just one site, it's not worth the money. If you're going to have lots of sites, it might be worth it, but no, I would just upgrade your shared hosting to something a bit better if you need more speed. For example, WP Engine is shared hosting, but it offers blisteringly fast performance. So unless you've got a lot of servers and you know what you're doing, because with a dedicated server you have to do a lot of the setup and stuff yourself, and they are really expensive. eBay and Shopify, what is your ways to build links, and how much time does new site take to get some traffic? That varies. If you saw a video I did recently, which I think I took down because that was a video about Text Bullet, which I've got an update. Beer shirts, I got traffic very quickly. But with some of the other sites like Zombie Merc, it took a lot longer and it's still not getting great traffic. So it's going to depend on the niche to start with. In terms of building links, I've already just been through a few ways, but you can use social media to build links. You can use forums by engaging in forums. You can build links that way. Question and answer sites, you can build links. Guest posts is one of the best ways to build links. So create a fantastic bit of content. Could be an article, could be an infographic, could be a video. And then give that to another site that complements your site, that's got authority, that's already ranking well, getting good traffic. You'd approach them, you'd build some rapport by, not just saying, do you want this content, put it on your site, by, getting to know them and saying, hey, I've got this great bit of content. I was going to put it on my site, but I think it'd be a great fit on your site. Would you like it? And, people want content because, as we know, creating content is hard, especially good content. And then by giving them that content, there's going to be an opportunity there for you to put a little link to your site. There's a few ideas. But yeah, in terms of time, it always takes longer than you think. Patience is a virtue, as they say. And yeah, just give it time. Give everything time. Charlie, I've not heard of Price Tapestry. Cheers, I hope you got a nice drink of something. Happy Training Guy, the products I sell, I've had the companies give me samples of stuff. I only sell the stuff I've stress tested. Well, that's excellent. That means you're going to be able to create a really good site, really honest, lots of unique content. And if you've got the products in front of you, you can create some good stuff. I mean, even if you don't want to do a video, you can take some photos, you can write about it, put together a really nice article or something. Russell, can I ask you a personal question? Yes, you can. Do you a regular job? No, I do not a regular job. Do you do a social media and YouTube and site making as your job? I do. There's a video on my other channel. On my other channel, I will put a link in the chat now. In fact, I'll put a link straight to the video. There's a video on all about me and what my history is and all that kind of stuff. If I can find it. Yeah. But basically, I did used to make, recently, I'm not going to go back through ancient history, but yeah, recently I used to kind of make websites for people and help them with their social media and their advertising, pay-per-click, that kind of stuff. And YouTube was a bit of a sideline. But then, yeah, YouTube just started taking off, and now the income that I get from all my affiliate stuff, which includes YouTube and social media and my affiliate sites, is enough to live on. Very comfortably. So yeah, this is my job, which is not a job. But yeah, let me paste a link to that video if you want to find out more about me. Here it comes. Yep. Thanks for all the questions tonight. Really good. Streams are always better if got those questions. I think it's not so easy. I can't see how many people there are on at the moment. Let's have a look. 37. I think I still need to play around with the stream settings. It's still coming up quite red, which is bad, I think. I don't think I can change it now while I'm on the stream. But if you could see me, if it's better than last week, then we're winning, aren't we? Hello, Charles. Good to see you. First time. Wondering about cart abandonment. I've had products added to cart, but only a couple redirected to Amazon. There's not a lot you can do about that. And if you're looking at the stats that are within WooZone, they're not always accurate. So don't worry too much about that. Because there's not actually a long checkout process on your site. You know, people go straight off to Amazon as soon as they go to the basket, I think, don't they? There's not a lot you can tweak, really. Ricardo, bought WooZone yesterday in Kingdom 2. I was okay until the product didn't show. It could be the problem with the latest version of WooCommerce, as I've just mentioned. There is an issue between Kingdom and WooCommerce. WooCommerce was updated recently and they don't seem to work together. You can get hold of a slightly older version of WooCommerce, which will be around on the web. I don't know if anyone's got a link to hand. I haven't. That would probably help. It will be fixed soon. Affiliate Marketing MC, I'm a subscriber of yours. Let me have a look at your channel. Ah, yeah. I am. I like your channel. I love that you do the stuff in front of the whiteboard. Really cool. Good channel. Good to have you on. Do you want to do something sometime? That would be good. I'm looking for other YouTubers to work with. So good to have you on. Let's talk. So, Jar, can any of these cause manual action? Did you email me earlier in the week and said you've got that manual spam thing from Google? The premium SEO mass optimized site doesn't sound good. I'm not sure what that is. Product auto share, not a good thing either. I wouldn't recommend that. Spinning is generally okay as long as it's not turned up too high and that the products still read okay and it doesn't turn it all into gibberish. Carl says you tell my wife ironing isn't important. I'm going to do a video on that for the other channel. Let me make a note of that. Ironing is not important. Ironing is a waste of time. There you go, I said it. Bring the wife in, I'll tell her. I just think, you know, once you've done your washing, get the stuff on a hanger while it's still damp. The creases will just fall straight out. Hey, I didn't think you'd be getting ironing tips this evening. Redouane, I'm good. How are you? Regendra says, how do you add the product compare tool in the affiliate WordPress site? If you're using Content Egg, or is it Rehub? I think it's part of Rehub, actually. If you check out the Trainer Saver site I created, that's got a built-in product comparison thing. If you're not using Rehub, then I guess there'll be a plugin out there that would do it. See you later, David. Thanks for dropping by. Affiliate Marketing MC says he's been testing out Instagram traffic to blogs. Been interesting, super cheap, but seems to be good. Carl, I've not used the Hoff to gain backlinks. What is that, Hoff? Isn't that like a planet in Star Wars? So Josh says, is it okay by Amazon for us to post, to download the photos from Amazon to post to the social site with a link to Amazon? No, I don't think you can do that. But I think if you post a link, it will pull the photos in. Facebook will automatically. Oh, hang on. The chat has just dropped down and I need to go. Red Wayne, I don't know. I don't think people are going to send you $10 if you just ask for it. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that in the chat. Otherwise, you may have to be put out. You can't go around asking people for $10. Rude says the synchronization log in Woozone keeps sticking. I've not seen that. Those sort of questions, you're best fired at the AA team. Their support isn't too bad nowadays. They are responding to questions. But if you've got any more details, I'll have a look at it. Affiliate Marketing MC, what are your favourite plugins for affiliate marketing? I like Woozone. I like Content Egg. They're two that I've been using recently. Have you got any you'd recommend? Carl says, I've hired someone to manage my Pinterest board, to make pins and join, share boards with someone niche. I've seen a big spike in traffic. Whoa, that sounds good, Carl. I really do hope your site does start really working because you put a lot of effort into it and it's a really good site. Gregory, good to see you. I've been following me for a couple of years. Oh, you poor thing. Can't believe how well your profile took off. But you did have some great return videos, so well done. Thank you. Affiliate Marketing MC, yeah, I am using OBS. I wanted to use Wirecast. We're talking about streaming software, but it kept crashing. So yeah, I'm using OBS. My settings are probably a little bit off. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, here's a funny thing, interesting. I was in London earlier this week with the family, doing the tourist thing, Buckingham Palace, etc. But we were coming out of the hotel, we were just going to get a bus, and I was just about to cross the road, and this guy just turned around and he said, hello, and he went to shake my hand, and I couldn't really shake his hand because I had my son on my shoulders. I was holding onto his legs. I was like, yes, hello. And I thought it was someone who was just, some randomer in London. But yeah, it was someone who watched the channel. It's the first time ever that I've been kind of stopped in the street, as it were, and someone said, hey, I watched your channel. So, wow, I feel, yeah, something's happening. And we did hit 20,000 subs just last week, which is great. I really appreciate all your support. And I'm glad you like the content. I do try and deliver stuff that's, hopefully slightly useful and maybe a little bit entertaining. That's the aim. Hello, Helen. Good to have you on. Glad the stream is better. I'll still keep working on it. I was hoping to kind of sit down a bit before the stream and get things sorted, but it's half term, so kids are going to bed late and stuff. So next week might be even better further. Hello, young entrepreneur. Carl says there is a plugin for abandoned carts. Not sure what it's called, but there's a YouTube video on it. Alex, help. Wix, WordPress, Shop, Express, Shop, Woozone, Store Builder, etc. Where do I begin? What's your opinions on Wix and Shop Express or Store Express even? I haven't got a problem with them. I like WordPress. This is why I like WordPress over those other things, which are fine. They're proprietary. You're tied to them. If you go with Wix or whatever, your website is a Wix website, and that's it. If for whatever reason you don't want to be with Wix anymore, then that's the end of your site. The reason why I like WordPress is that you own your site and you can move it around. You can choose your hosting. I recommend HostGator and WP Engine and companies like that. But if for whatever reason you don't want to use HostGator anymore, you can pick up your WordPress site and you can move it to someone else. That's one benefit. Second benefit is obviously WordPress is free and it's developed by thousands of developers around the world. So there's lots of new features and security updates and functionalities being added all the time. Third reason is when it comes to themes and plugins, there is no other platform that has the range and the choice when it comes to plugins. So, if you're thinking, oh, I want to do whatever, I want to add a live chat feature, for example, to your site, there's a plugin for that. I want to, add a Google map, there's a plugin, and most of them are free. So I think WordPress is far more flexible. You've got far more control. Yeah, maybe it is slightly more technical and maybe a little bit takes a little longer to learn than Wix and whatever, But yeah, I think if you can get your head around WordPress and get it up and running, then the world's your oyster. So I've got nothing against those guys per se, and they do fill a space in it for people that just want a website, they want to get it up, and they want to use the kind of features that they provide, then great. But it's when you want to take it to the next level and do something different, then that's when you can get a bit stuck with those platforms. Yeah, affiliate marketing. I do want to do a collab, so I'm going to put my email address in the chat, which is eagle@wpeagle.com. And if you could drop me an email, let's arrange something. Let's talk on Skype and let's do a video together or something. Because I love your stuff, and I'm happy to do a video for your channel. I'll invite you to do a video for my channel. I love to get guests on. I think we've hit 41 maximum so far, which is good. And I know a lot of people didn't get the message via Facebook or Twitter that I had moved it to tonight. Next week it will be... There's nothing on next Wednesday. It's not Valentine's again, is it? Or some other weird celebration that I forgot about. Should be next Wednesday as usual. So Charles says there is a pay plugin that will store the Amazon carted item for like 90 days, and during that time, if they return to buy, you will earn the commission. I can't remember what it's called. WooZone does that. A lot of the Amazon affiliate plugins do the 90-day cookie. So that's good. Ian says, what happens when Amazon say your 180 days is up with no sales? I had an email yesterday saying I had 90 days left and my site isn't even published properly. Don't worry. You can always just reapply if it passes and you haven't had a sale. You've still got 90 days left. That's 3 months. You'll be fine. You'll get a sale. Connie says, can you tell me if there is a way to blog your post automatically post in a Facebook group? There probably is a way. There probably is a plugin or something, though. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm an admin of a few Facebook groups in different subjects, and we would not approve any posts that had been auto-generated like that. Groups, generally, they want good discussion. So if you're going to share your stuff and post into groups, the ones that are worth posting in, then you're going to have to do it probably as a human, and don't use any spammy things that auto-post. Generally, auto-posting is not advisable, in my opinion. Posting to your own pages, that's a different thing again. There is WordPress plugins that will do that for you. But again, I think it's worth just having a little human touch, just tweaking the description, just making sure everything looks right. You can use Buffer and tools like that to do it all in one go in a batch. Just a bit wary of auto-posting, a bit spammy. Thanks for helping the email. No problem. I do try and help people on email. I know I miss a few. Rohit says, what's the best drag and drop WordPress theme? There's a couple. X theme is good. Divi is good. Any theme that's got a visual composer should be fine in terms of dragging and dropping. Carl says he's starting to get an organic traffic spike. 100 plus articles now on Carl's site. We have looked at it before. It's the Eczema one. 14 are on page 1 of Google. Thanks for sharing with me that information the other week as well, by the way, Carl. I've not been in touch with them yet, but I will get around to it. Hello, Christopher. You made it. Good to see you. Ah, Salmon, you're having a bad experience with HostGator. What's happened? Tell me. Marie says, Carl, where did you buy the articles? Carl uses some writers that he's found on Upwork, I believe. Rudy says, can I add more than one affiliate plugins on a single site? Yeah, probably. If they play nice together, generally they will. Some plugins allow you to connect different merchants. So, for example, Content Egg, you can hook up loads of different merchants just from the one plugin. Hello, John. I've been looking. I've looked up trying to change my domain name for my site, but I can't find an answer. Also, will my site stay the same, etc.? I'm using HostGator. Yeah, your site will stay the same. If you're with HostGator, ask them to help you. They'll probably help you change the domain. It's a video that I need to do. Bye-bye, Ali. Good to see you. Hello from Greece. Thanks for the compliment. Good to see you. Hello, stupid robot. Am I messing up with my focus? It's a bit of a crappy camera, really. It was voted like it was got all the good reviews, but I don't know. It's a Logitech. I can't use the big camera on a stream, unfortunately. Oh, Thursday's no good for you, Stream Robot Fighting League. You're at work. Gah. Don't worry, we'll be back on Wednesday next week. Christopher says, I was doing some keyword research today, and what's your opinion on keywords where the keyword includes the word Amazon? Would you say it's worth competing for, or would you just say their intent is to get it from Amazon? I would say their intent is just to get it from Amazon, so I wouldn't bother. I'd imagine the click-through rate would be pretty low. Because, yeah, if I'm typing Amazon into Google, it's because I want to go to Amazon. So even if you did get rank, chances are people wouldn't click on your link because they're looking for the amazon.com or .co.uk link. Affiliate marketing. I use Panasonic camcorder and Elgato capture card. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I like to get some new toys. So yeah, I'm going to upgrade the streaming gear soon because this is a bit rubbish. Lance, hello. Is it required or recommended to make a sitemap page in order to get the website indexed by Google? I would say it's definitely recommended. A sitemap, an XML sitemap, I should say, is definitely a good thing to have where you submit it to Google via the Webmaster Console. A HTML sitemap or a human readable sitemap, which is just a page, with a list of all your posts and products and pages. I think it's definitely a good thing. It will help Google, and it's just, makes your site look better. Humans can look at it as well if they're trying to navigate your site. I've got a video on the channel on how to add a HTML sitemap, so you don't have to do it manually. There are some plugins that will generate it for you, and some themes actually have a sitemap template. John says, thanks for showing. Okay. I didn't realise he's talking about the memory. John says, glad you showed us how to up the WP memory limit manually because HostGator refused. And when I asked them, they said I had to purchase a more premium account. Yeah, they might do that. But, yeah, you can do it just by editing the WP config file. Oh, you work Wednesday and Thursday. Rudy says, can Woozone and AliExpress work together? No. I wouldn't see how those two would fit together. By the way, have you checked out the dropshipping video that went up? When did that go up? Last week, was it? I've lost track of time. Going around London with the kids took a lot out of me. Yeah, did you check it out? So we'll go for about another 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. Keep the questions coming. Let's see how many we got on. We've had 48. There's been the peak. There's 42 of you watching right now. So that's cool. Is Namecheap okay for WordPress? I've not used it. I don't know. These domain companies that offer hosting, I've not been impressed. Well, let's go in by using GoDaddy. I used GoDaddy hosting once, never again. Oh, hello, Embracing Wellness. Good to see you. She says, I was getting consistent earnings from Amazon Affiliate, but all of a sudden, no earnings for the past 2 months. Should I be concerned? It's definitely something you want to look into. Are you still sending good traffic to Amazon? Has the traffic gone down at all? Has the traffic to your site gone down at all? Yeah, you need to dig in and find out what's happened there. Compare the months that you were earning with the ones that you're not, You can run certain reports off within Amazon, which should give you some information. Daniel says, can I optimize images from Amazon that were imported through WooZone? I want to use the image optimizer plugin, but I don't know if it would screw everything up. No, you can't optimize them, I'm afraid, because they are remote images. They are the images that are on Amazon themselves, and you're just loading them dynamically from Amazon, so you can't do anything with them. But equally, they won't affect your page speed. The Google page speed tool might say they're too big or whatever, but yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Ian says, do you not recommend GoDaddy? Not really, not for hosting. I use them for my domain names. They're great for that, but I wouldn't recommend them for hosting. Edu says, bummer, I missed live. I'm in Australia. Is it recorded? Yeah, it's recorded. It will be on the channel straight after. Helen says she uses Namecheap and WordPress works. So there you go. Carl says, will Amazon descriptions class as duplicate content? There is a chance. So that's why I always say it's worth rewriting them or spinning them maybe a little bit. Okay, let's. Oh, where's the chat gone? Hang on. The chat seems to have stopped. Oh, hang on, it came back. Phew, blimey. Australia rules, says Stupid Robot Fighting League. Christopher says, what are your thoughts? Do you have any suggestions on page speed optimization? Yeah. Use a caching plugin. I use, what do I use? WP Fastest Cache is one of my favorites. There's a couple of videos on this. Let me get a link for you that I've done quite recently, in fact, on performance. But yeah, there's a few things you can do to get things running faster. Where is that? There we go. Just going to post it in the chat now, though it'll probably be a little bit delayed. And this radiator's hot. Sujai says, I have over 1,000 products on my site. What's the fastest best way to do SEO? Is there an automatic way to do this? Yeah, with Yoast SEO, you can set a template for products. So you can just say, use the post title and then maybe add a word or whatever. That's one way to do it. 1,000 products, that's quite a lot. I don't know if your niche is specific enough if you're able to promote 1,000 products. Michael says, do you need to hire WordPress package in order to use Facebook Pixel? No, you don't use any old WordPress package for that. Just need to install a plugin. And in fact, I think I've got a video on that. I lose track. I've done so many videos. 235 videos I've done now. Blimey, Charlie. Here we go. I've got a video. I'm going to put it in the link now. Put it in the link. I'm going to put it in the link in the chat now. Wish I could talk. There you go. Thanks, Michael. I'll try and keep it up. George says, what SEO optimization really works in 2008? The same stuff that's worked in 2017. When it comes to SEO optimization, it's just making sure that you structure your pages correctly. Getting keywords in the page title, using header tags, using alt tags on your images, using rich text, so using bold and bullets, and writing a good length of text. All that kind of stuff hasn't really changed much. Chris, no worries. It's good to have you on board. It's no problem if you're new to affiliate marketing. You've got a lot to learn, but it's fun, and you hopefully make some money on the way. Glad you're following Doug too. He's been churning out some videos recently. Have you seen? Wow, he's been busy. Go check him out. Super Robot League says, I use IX web hosting. I find the support excellent. My site load is a bit slow though. Yeah. Check out the video I just posted. Might be able to do some optimization and get it running a bit faster. Carl says, WooCommerce WooZone looks to have changed my add to cart select options buttons to buy product buttons. That's just an option in WooZone, I think. You've probably turned off the on-site cart. Go and have a look. Carl says, did I ever research whether the Yoast SEO? I haven't done that yet, sorry. I don't know what the extra feature. I mean, you can add multiple keywords, so you can optimize around multiple keywords, which I'm not sure if that's good practice when it comes to articles anyway. FLT 1979, there's an update for WooCommerce. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I wouldn't update just yet. If you already have, they say it doesn't work with WooZone and Kingdom at the moment. AA team are working on an update which should be out very soon. Until you see that update, I would try and, run the previous version of WooCommerce if you can. Michael says it seems the plugins need a higher package than the free ones. Michael, are you is your WordPress over at wordpress.com by any chance? If you've got a WordPress installed over at wordpress.com, you won't be able to install any plugins, I'm afraid. You need a self-hosted WordPress, which is from wordpress.org. If you follow any of my videos, I'll show you how to set it up. Most hosting companies have a button. So you buy some hosting, there's a button that says install WordPress, and you're done. WordPress.com is for bloggers, really. And yeah, it's confusing. Hi, Jimmy. Adu says, can I see any of your Amazon website examples? Yeah, sure. I'll put them in the chat right now. There's bootboutique.co.uk. There is beershirts.co.uk. I think it is. There is shoppowertools.com. Ah, Michael. I don't know what you're on then. What's this free package? Is that with some hosting company? But anyway, yeah, there's three of my sites. If you look on my channel, all of my sites are there to be seen. And there's also videos that shows you how I made them. Where have I gone? I've lost the chat. Hang on. Yeah, Doug has been uploading loads and loads. I need to catch up with him again sometime. Come on, where's this chat gone? Ah, here we go. Young Entrepreneur says, is it possible to take pictures from Amazon for the blog post? Yeah, it is, but make sure you use the site stripe. That thing that's across the top of Amazon when you've signed up as an affiliate. Use the image code, then you won't get in trouble. Ian says, I've tried using the div align center command on Amazon ads and I can't get them to do that. Products are fine, but ads are not. Is it possible to do anything with their ad links? I'm not sure. I've not really used them. I will make a note and maybe get around to testing that out. You may need to add a width if you're going to use the align center. Michael says, do you only use WordPress for your sites? I do. How much is the usual budget for starting a site? Top of my head, about $100. Probably less. It's less for me because I've got loads of hosting. I've got some reseller hosting, so it allows me to create as many sites as I like. So it gets cheaper if you do it that way. But yeah, maybe $100 for the year, that is. So because WordPress is free, the only thing you got to buy is a domain name and the hosting, then any themes and plugins. So no more than $100, $200 max. Russell says, I follow a guy called Larry Snow. I'd not heard of Larry Snow. Let me have a look. Is he on YouTube? Larry Snow. Let me check him out. Looks interesting. Small channel. I like small channels. Let me just subscribe and I will... Security Marketing Solutions. I'll check him out. Jensels, can you please go through how to do with page insights in detail, please? Page insights, do you mean Google Analytics? What do you mean by page insights? Google Page Speed Insights, I'm guessing. Estimates this page requires 1 additional round trips to load, render, blocking resources, and 1.8 to fully render. That's a lot of stuff. What score are you getting? I've posted a link to a video on how you can optimize your page speed score. Don't get too obsessed with it. If your site's loading fast, then you should be fine. It's very hard to get 100. Richie. Hi, Alex. I am building a price comparison site using the Rehub theme. But there is a login box showing on my site. Do you know how to get rid of the login box? Where is it? Is it in the header, or is it a widget or something like that? Depends where it is. Chris says, I'm about 3 blogs away from my first site. I'm concerned about thin content issues on my pages. Don't worry about that too much. You want a bit of content on your homepage. When you get round to it, you can add some descriptions to your categories, but yeah, it's not too important. You want to focus on the products, and you want to focus, if you've got products, if you haven't got products, then just focus on your blog posts. Are you in it? Would you be willing to share any income updates on Boot Boutique? Yeah. Last 30 days on Boot Boutique. So Boot Boutique is a site that I've not done any work on. I still haven't got any work done on it, although my assistant is about ready to do some work on it. But yeah, Boot Boutique, created a couple of years ago in a tutorial which is probably out of date now. No work. I tell a lie, actually my assistant did update some of the products the other week. That's it. There's not been any new articles. But anyway, it's done £80 last 30 days, so that's $100 on a site that's done no work. And Beer Shirts, where I am doing work, which is a slower burn, and bearing in mind that the products are t-shirts, they're quite low value, but still, last 30 days it's done £7.38. So what's that? $10, something like that. But that's from 8 orders. So I think I need to find some slightly higher value products for that site, possibly. But traffic's increasing on that. We've been posting some more social media stuff. I will do a full video update on Beer Shirt soon, because the last one I did, it was part of that Text Bullet one, which I've taken down. So yeah, Text Bullet, I've still not heard from him, and I have heard from a few of you guys that have I've not heard anything either. But the last time I checked, the Text Bullet website had gone, although it seems to have come back now. That's strange. It had been suspended. So yeah, it seems to have come back, but he's not replied to my email or anything like that. I'm going to drop him another email. I think it's only right, but he's obviously still alive. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know. I will email him again. Alexander says, where are you getting writers for blog posts? Upwork, the main source of writers at the moment. Do not use Text Bullet. Stupid robot fighting. He says he made 2 sales, but then 2 have been returned. That happens. Jimmy says, how is Trainer Saver going? It's going alright. I need to go back and do some stuff on it. Don't think I've had any commission on it just yet. No. But I've not promoted it. Adu says, is there necessary paid stuff to build an Amazon site? No. There's a video I did recently on you can create an Amazon affiliate site using a free WordPress theme. And without using a plugin, you just insert the links manually into your content. The site I created on that one was Rapid Weight Loss Tools. I will put a link to the video in the chat once I found it. Hang on. Right, we're going to go for another 10 minutes. It's now 9 o'clock. Let me just find that link. I can't spend much more than an hour underneath this light. I need to get some better video lights. That one is very harsh. Yeah, here's the link. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a video up this week. I do apologise. You may have noticed I haven't uploaded anything this week. I have just uploaded to the vlog channel, which was just a quick one I knocked up. But yeah, I'll try and get one done tomorrow. I will try. As I say, it's half term. It's a bit tricky with my son and that around, and people in the house to get a quiet moment to do a video. Hello, Lance. Lance says, how do I make money from your website, beer shirts? It's an Amazon affiliate site, yes. So when someone adds to the cart and then they check out, they go to Amazon, they place an order, and I get paid a commission. So if I look at my earnings for the last 30 days and the ordered items, just out of curiosity, 2 of those Hawaiian shirts have been ordered. I mean, wow. Have you seen those? The 3-leaf clover white design infinity scarf, another Hawaiian shirt, Hawaiian shirts. In fact, it's mostly Hawaiian shirts. And then the Essential Element alcohol t-shirt. Oh, and a pair of Y-shaped braces. But yeah, I'm selling a lot of Hawaiian shirts. So maybe Hawaiian shirts is a niche that needs to be explored. But yeah, that's how it works. People go to the site, they then check out and go from there. They get paid a commission from Amazon. Oh, it's the trolls here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was starting to miss them as well. It's been a few weeks. It wasn't like that time before where there was a whole army of them. This is just looks like one guy. Richie's got an answer there for the login on the Rehub. Edu says, what's the pay stuff you're paying? £100 to £200 a year? That is the hosting. The hosting is going to cost you probably maybe 60. I'm thinking of the business hosting at HostGator. So it's probably going to be less. It's probably about 60 a year. And then a domain name maybe 10 a year. So 70 is maybe more reasonable. Richie says, Alex, can I show you my site so you can see what the box is? Yeah, sure, if you want to. Although I think Carl has just said that you can switch it on and off within the settings in Rehub, which would be a good place to look. Seven says, how do you advertise on Facebook when they have refused to reopen your account? Why did they shut you down? I've never been shut down on Facebook. Christopher Boyd says, any clue on how to remove author from blog posts? It depends on the theme you're using. You could use a little bit of CSS to hide it. No problem, Richard. Thanks for stopping by. Simple question, but hard to determine. Yeah, it is hard to find a niche. We've been through this before. You want to think about something that you're interested in. That's a good place to start because that will help you create content. You then want to drill down and be very specific. So something like fitness is far too broad. You want to go into, as an example, or pets is far too broad. You'd want to go in specific. So if it was pets, you might look at dogs, but then dogs again is far too broad. So you want to go more specific. So you might look at a particular breed. So maybe you go for Chihuahua, and then you do a site about Chihuahuas, but then maybe you want to go even more specific because that'd be better. And so the more specific the niche, the better. So you might do Chihuahua coats and jumpers and clothes. That could be a site, and that's a really specific niche. So yes, think about something you like, and then drill down and pick something very specific. That's how I'd go about finding a niche. You can also do some keyword research to give you some ideas in terms of what people are looking for and give you some other, avenues to explore. Thurman, you're listening. That's fine. Decorating. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Adus, can you start with entry hosting pack? Yeah, you can. Stupid robot fighting. I wonder what part of the brain is used for trolling. I don't know. It's very strange. I wonder if they get in from a day's work or whatever, and they sit down and they think, what should we do tonight? Should we watch some TV? Should we do some work? Should we play some Xbox? Should we, go out for a meal? No, let's fire up the laptop and just go trolling. I don't know. Daniel says, have you been marketing your beer shirts and Boot Boutique sites, or just let them sit there? Boot Boutique has just been sitting there. Beer shirts, when I say marketing, that's probably a strong word, but I'm adding content, not as much as I should, and I am publishing on social media. That's about it so far. I'm going to be doing some more stuff very soon. I don't know, R7, maybe try and create a new Facebook account if you can't get your one reinstated or returned or whatever. Richie, the chat will not let me send the web address. Richie, just go and check in the Rehub settings. You will find an option in there to turn that login off, I'm sure. If not, you can drop me an email to eagle@wpeagle.com. If you include your login details, I will turn it off for you. Russell says, for the post that you write content for, do you recommend putting the person's name who wrote it or use the admin as the publisher? That's up to you. You might just want to create some fake names so it looks like you've got a load of writers on your site. Or just use admin, or just don't show the author at all. It's up to you. Carl there has put the answer, Richie, that you're looking for. You go into theme options, user options, enable user login modal, turn that off. Click save, refresh your site, and it should be gone. If you've got cache, clear your cache. FLT says, on the Kingdom theme, our page is only showing 10 products per page instead of 12. It's 2 rows of 4 and then 1 row of 2. How can I make it show 12? There'll be a setting in the shop settings, I think, in Kingdom. Maybe it's a WooCommerce setting. There is definitely a setting in there somewhere. Have a look around. Hello, Denise. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't put the word out. Be sure to follow me on Facebook. Let me get my Facebook page up. If you want to be up to date, if I can find it. If you want to be up to date in terms of the streams and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, you need to follow me on Facebook. It's obviously WordPress Eagle, so you can search there, but I will paste the link in the chat. Alexander, we use people off Upwork. So it's going on to Upwork, it's finding some writers, it's getting them to do some work, seeing if you like it, and if you do, build a relationship with them and go forward. Maria Lopez, what about sewing machines? Sewing machines could be a good one. You might want to be specific. So, if you've got a niche like that and you want to make it more specific, you could go for, budget sewing machines and just include sewing machines of a certain price, or premium sewing machines and go for expensive ones, or sewing machines that are good for a certain sort of sewing. I mean, I'm totally out of my depth when it comes to that subject, but maybe there's specific sewing machines for specific things, and that might be a better niche. But sewing machines could work well, especially if you're good at creating content, or you could find some good sewing related content. I could see how that could work really well. Carl says, I've drunk a bottle of wine watching this. Good work. I've got water, but there is a beer in the fridge downstairs afterwards. And so you're not going to do the ironing. Well, rewind the stream back to the bit where I said that ironing is a waste of time and life is too short for ironing. See you later, Lance. AJ says, will you get banned if you put Amazon affiliate links on social media, YouTube, Facebook? Well, I used to say that you might do, but now I've looked into it, it seems that they are okay with it, which is strange. Just double check the Amazon terms, but I think they're okay with it. Denise, yeah, the other way to not miss out on the streams is to click the little bell next to the subscribe button on my channel, and then you should get a notification on your phone if you've got the YouTube app when I'm live. Is that Facebook page not working? Oh. Strange, hang on. It should do. It's just facebook.com/WordPress Eagle, I think. Yeah. Okay, well, it's 9:10. I think it's about time to wrap things up. It seems the technology has worked pretty well next time. And I'll try and get the stream a little bit better, because it says the stream status is bad. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but as far as I can see, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I need a better camera, that's for sure, as well. But thanks everyone for coming. We had a peak of 52 users, which is good. That's around the standard record level. Okay, I don't know why that Facebook link is not working. It works for me. Go over to Facebook, and I don't know why that's not working. And do a search for WordPress Eagle, and you should find me. There's also links from the channel page on YouTube. Here's another link. Let me try this link here. Hang on. What does that link do? Does that work? I've just put another Facebook link. Try that. Yeah, losers everywhere. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining me tonight. It's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I hope you've found it useful. Maybe learned something, possibly. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter. Just to search for WordPress Eagle, you'll find all those things. Check out my Hello? Hello? Is there no sound? You got sound now? Is there sound? Hello? Is it back? Is the sound back? Let's have a listen. Hello? Still no sound? Is it back now? Okay, it's back. Technology failed. But I don't know what I was on about. I was basically saying, yeah, do subscribe, do check out the Facebook, do a search for WordPress Eagle. I'll try and get a video up tomorrow. Good luck with all your stuff. Hope you earn some affiliate commission soon. Hope your websites are good and all that usual stuff. I really enjoyed your company this evening. And yeah, I'll see you next week. It'll be Wednesday, 8 o'clock. All being well, and I don't have to move it. So yeah, I'll see you then. Have a good evening, have a good day, whatever time it is where you are. And until next time, it's bye for now.